Hello everyone, it's Chrissy Sawyer here. Welcome, family, growing family, and a special welcome to Aisha. It's lovely of you to join the family. So today I'm tuning in. I want to start the first half of March readings, and I've got Pisces and Capricorn really focusing my attention. So I'm going to start with those two, and I've got the full moon coming in. So there's a part of me that kind of wants to triangulate it, but you know how I like to make things complicated. So let's just do Pisces and see what comes through. So Pisces seem to be going through it looks like a simultaneous death and rebirth in quite a big field. And so if we think of Pisces as mutable water that's ruled by Jupiter, that's the ancient ruling planet which expands, and Neptune, which can kind of hides or can help us see. I sense into Neptune the way I sense into the moon. They've both got that kind of wait until a light is shone on this energy. Both kind of a bit nebulous, lots of feminine water emotions, energy coming in. And when I was tuning into your energy this morning, Pisces, I got, I absorb, I hold, I sense, I feel. So it might be that you're right in your feels at the moment. And you might absolutely have a handle on that, and that might be bloody overwhelming for you because Pisces is such a cosmic sign. You go out a long way, you can hold a really big field. So there appears to be this kind of giant wrapping up, and I'm seeing this coming through in Capricorn as well, which is why I'm in this almost conjoined field of Pisces and Capricorn, the water and the structure. And I'm seeing this giant wrapping up of a big karmic contract. Yeah, I'm just being told that that's kind of happening unilaterally to some greater or lesser extent. For some reason, Pisces is pulling my focus. So what I've done is I've just allowed a few cards to come out. We'll move on from here, but I wanted to bring some healing cards in because in conjunction with the full moon on Saturday, so Saturday the 27th at 08:17 GMT is the full moon in Leo, if you're sidereal astrology, or the full moon in Virgo, if you're Western astrology. So feel in. And I wanted to bring to you a little bit of healing energy, maybe crystal energy. So the first card that's come out for you, let me just close these notes down, is Ammonite. I mean, if we're talking mutable water, that's as old as it gets, surely, Ammonite. I could start talking about sacred geometry and how an ammonite shell grows. But I want to keep it simple. So what this card is saying is from word to world. Now, as soon as this card came out, as I was allowing the next 5 cards to come out, my throat chakra started to clear. So I'm going to bring in the throat chakra for you. beautiful Pisceans. And what I want to do is I want to read just the first paragraph of this card, which is from the Crystal Mandala by Alana Fairchild. Just want to read the first paragraph and tune in and see how it lands for you. This is about the empowerment of word to world. What you speak of with intention, you will manifest. You are blessed with creative power of an open, activated throat chakra. As you release subconscious fear of speaking your truth, memories of being silenced, and claiming your true divine voice, your ability to change the world through your intention is amplified. Jupiter. You have the power of divine creation through sound in you. I've got the whale coming in now. Whale. Water. Ancient. There's so much ancient energy coming through. I mean, like my whole client base, bar one or two, my whole client base is doing some of the most ancient ancestral healing. It's massive what's coming through, and I don't want to go into March without even speaking into it. What you wish to create and experience, speak of with joy. And I'm literally seeing this coming through my client base in the way of, so literally words like, I want to make a glass of water. That's what I want. That's what my passion is. But this, but that, but the other, but. And so we're building new narratives, and we're going to meet a version of ourselves that might make us uncomfortable. That's what I want to make. Period. If we could leave it there without the, okay, if we go Western astrology and Virgo full moon, and Virgo wants to plan and perfect, okay. Virgo might want to move into analysis paralysis of how do I create that glass of water? What if they don't want it? What if mountain? And what the throat is expressing is fear and doubt. Okay. So what is your joy would be my first question. What is your joy? From word to world. Remember, I know I say a lot, but it bears repeating. Words are wishes and curses. Every word has an energetic frequency and vibration. And it casts a spell and it creates from that. So work with that. Bring it up. Bring the shadow up to the light. Okay, this is not about circumventing my bad feelings. This is about my bad feelings are and this is your underlying healing energy. I mean, how joyful is that? Sacred play might be a really useful way for you to pull in the light. Yeah, okay, thank you. So after the sun has set, when the world starts to go dark, I like to go and sit in the garden. And last night was no exception. And I sat in the garden, and it's lovely because the sound of the traffic starts to wane and the sound of the wildlife starts to come up. And the wind was mental last night. The wind was like, I don't know which direction I'm going in. Yeah, which is February into March. So the wind was moving the trees around me, and it was just fantastic. And this blackbird was perched up on a roof, and its song was rapturous. I connected at heart level to this blackbird, and I was giggling, and my energy was being pulled up and out. And I did that with sound, okay? Today, I've done it again. So I've reconnected with the memory and like really imprinted it into my neural pathways, imprinted the feeling and the sensory vibration of it and the joy and the rapture that it triggered within me. Okay. And I'll keep using that. Why not? Because it's fantastic energy. It was the most beautiful song, bird song I've ever heard. The most beautiful, and it sang for ages. I mean, it was a full choral performance, amazing. So sacred play. Now, I want to get a bit serious here, okay? Because I'm not an advocate at all of toxic positivity. Oh, cheer up. Think a positive thought. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying sometimes when life gets tough, to help raise the shadow up, connect with something utterly joyful. A memory. When was the last time you planted your feet in sand and let the waves tickle your ankles? When was the last time you did? And you finish that sentence with what makes you joyful. I suspect it will include water. Okay. That's sacred play. So I was playing with the energy of the blackbird, playing with nature. Okay. And that energy is what's going to start coming in. Okay. So I'm a sidereal girl at the moment because I'm studying sidereal against Western astrology, and both are valid, okay, because it's all vibration. So if I go, there's a full moon in Leo, and Leo is about, what am I passionate about? What is my joy? What do I want to create? And that's a fantastic energy, a fantastic energy. What do I want to create? What do I want? Keeps coming back to that same question. So this is giving you polychrome jasper. I'm loving the colours on this as well. Yeah. Base, throat, solar plexus. Oh, I can really feel those. I can feel the excitement of speaking through something new and the nervousness of speaking through something new. I'm witnessing clients playing with new narratives, like, so clients wanting to find their inner assertive self. Clients who are used to smiling through difficult times, okay, because their focus is on how you feel. I don't want to make you feel, but we can't as human beings. We can only re-trigger an existing wound in others and hope they thank us for it. So practicing with narrative, like, actually, I don't like the way you're speaking to me. It's like, boom, there you go. That's the uncomfortable speak. And Pisces are so gentle. But Pisces, remember, you are the fish, or the fish. One swims north, one swims south. So you can bring that heart, that cutting edge. You got it. You've got that edge. You've got that edge to play with. And your third healing card is purification. And that's giving you, I believe, tourmaline. Black tourmaline. Somebody who's very close to me is Pisces and has an awful lot of jet and black tourmaline, and because they're always out. And so coming home to self, really grounding at a molecular level, is going to help you enormously. Okay, so I hope those 3 healing cards helped you. And just to recap, we're looking at polychrome jasper, ammonite, and black tourmaline. Okay, so I don't know, maybe sacred play with a full moon ritual for yourself, and feel in and create and write or whatever. Okay, that's just the introduction. This might be one of the longer ones, Pisces. So let's look at the first half of March. So 3s are about blueprint, the bringing together So this might look like, well, this might look like a weird collaboration. Okay. So she's working, so look at the bear. Wow. That's interesting. Okay. So I'm identifying her as Pisces in this. The bear is looking at her. And I'm not sure she's looking at the bear. Oh. The bear is saying, do you need help? Do you need anything? What do you need me to do? Pisces, are you buggers for delegating? Do you delegate well or not? If you hold as much as you do, well, I'm going to guess not, and I'm open to being wrong. And does she see this big masculine energy that's behind her? And what would happen if she gave the masculine energy and the bear a wand each so that they could work together, so that she could share her burden? Ooh. Whoa. If it's possible, my throat chakra feels nervous. Are you worthy of sharing your burdens? What would it feel like just to hold one of those wands? It's almost like this masculine energy is willing the bear to nudge her and go, give me something to do. Give me something to do. So, yeah, this card is singing out, reach out, collaborate. I need help with, do you know how I can? Okay. Because standing in that vulnerability is what builds resilience and strength. We're programmed to see that as weakness, as a can't cope-ness. It isn't, that's a lie. The truth is, anybody that can stand in their vulnerability and say, I've hit a wall, I need help, is taking themselves into self-managing leadership. That's resilient strength. It's okay for me to be vulnerable in the world. And if you're being challenged to bring your word to the world, then yeah, you're going to feel vulnerable if you're not used to that. The inner child in you who might have been shut up as a child or taught to self-censor, sanitize. You know, we're coming out of a colossal age of adopted child syndrome, parentified child syndrome, narcissistic parent syndrome. We're coming out of that. That's all falling away. So in that, with that programming being unraveled as we speak, how do we bring the free child? If you watch a child play, it's poetic. There are no rules, no parameters, no limitations. It exists. No, that is a whole world. Why can't you see it? Child can see it. Child can absolutely see it. So if you need help, reach out. Here's a question. So I used to run weekend retreats for veterans with PTSD. And one of the first things that we asked them was, who's your support network and what is your support network? What is your personal resource? What can you pull from within? So when they build that, they build their own container to do the shadow work. Okay. So yeah, where's your personal resource? What's your strength? What's your crazy? What's your freak flag? What is something you're experimenting with? Because we're between these two. Okay, they're showing me the High Priestess card with the two towers, the two pillars. And I'm seeing that as two worlds. And this is the world of we're off the map. And we've got to be really, really canny. Throat, third eye, crown, heart, the whole lot engaged from top to toe. Very, very conscious. Got to be very conscious about what we're creating because we're off the map. The old paradigms are dissolving. And the old world, the old paradigms. I daren't speak my truth because I'm an adopted child and I'm waiting for a parent to tell me off, you know. Yeah. There is a real putting down of burdens I can feel with this card. What would it feel like? I'm not saying drop your burdens, cheer up. I'm saying feel into, just imagine yourself putting down your burdens. What's that going to feel like? Can you allow that kind of lift in you? Can you allow the potential for that kind of freedom in you? It's there for the taking. Oh, wow. Right. Okay. It's the same energy, look. The bear going, what can I do? I've just been staring at that card and I totally missed this. It's coming straight through the higher heart, innocence and purity. When that energy comes through, that's child energy. That's just, wow. That's begging for help. This is just completely focused on what? Distracted. So, and I got distracted, focusing so hard on this. I missed this. I missed this. She doesn't look uplifted and joyful. She looks heavy with burden. And she thinks she's alone. But she's not. I'm here. Oh, please, God, see me. I'm here. Crouch down, play with that child. Lift the child up. Oh, lift the child up. Oh, wow. Woo. That's some uplifting shizzle right there. Woo. That's a plume of energy coming straight up from the higher heart right up into the throat, all the way out the crown. Look how glorious this energy is. That's waiting for you. There's the three, creating the new blueprint. I'm just noticing what's the words on this. Take time to take action. Action can be as simple as speak that thought without filtering it, unapologetically. We had that yesterday, didn't we? Watch the collective reading yesterday, that's in the field. Unapologetically. Undiplomatically. Because she's got it all going on. Look at the power here. This is glorious energy. This is the blackbird that was singing last night. No agenda. No limitation. The Empress just sows seeds. Wow and wow and wow. Okay, what is it we need to ask before we close this reading? Okay, I'll ask it. Someone just said, what is it I'm trying to build? Seems a very general question, but Let's see what fell on the floor. Holy moly, Pisces! You didn't tell me you were magical little pixies. Look at what he's doing. If this could be any other card, it would be the Magician. Totally different energy. This is serious energy. It actually feels Saturnian, but not in a restrictive, you know, patriarchal way. It's like there's a strong container. Well, you're building it. You're building a strong container to hold yourself. And God knows you need one, Pisces, because you're vast. Your capacity to feel the cosmos is vast. And so what if you could put down what you're holding for the collective? And what if you could get into personal, sacred play for you, just for you, you. Without deference to others, you know? Follow your passion when it comes to your career. Look at your worth in the world. Look at the magic that you are capable of. This is joyful. So as you move into March, I don't get any big, deep, heavy energy. I get a big field of energy, but it doesn't feel deep and heavy. And one of your biggest shifts is going to be exercising that throat chakra. Okay. Feeling how it feels to use different words. Sometimes you might have a thought that ends up coming out as politeness or courtesy, but the thought might have been quite sharp. You can bring that. You have that in spades. So bring it and feel the potential discomfort of shocking that, the external, of making the external go, what? Okay. There's a real coming into autonomy and authenticity for you here. When maybe your MO is closer to holding others, being there for others, or how about you be there for you? Share your burdens. There's your two big lessons. Speak your truth and share your burdens. And look around you, because there's help around you. It's there. It's here. There's a bear and a child. They're there. Come on, what do you want me to do? I'm here. Stop making polite. Oh, hello. Oh, beautiful. Here's your outcome. Goodness me. Turning the wheel of life. Come on, Pisces. You can do it. You're at the finish line. You're at the finish line. Got a big old full moon. Look at the last 6 months. Full moons tend to complete a 6-month cycle, which began with a new moon, the corresponding new moon 6 months ago. Get the flavour of that last 6 months and set the tone for the next 6 months. Where do you want to be? Keep it small. Where does my voice want to be? What is my hidden truth? What do I always censor? That. Where do I do that when really what I want to do is to move into Empress and speak? Okay, so we can speak our truth with love, we speak it with kindness. We just need to let go of what we perceive to be right and wrong, rude, polite, because they're all man-made structures. Truth. Turn the wheel. You're there. You're there. A little bit to get through, and you're there. March will see you through. March is your season. We're coming into Pisces season. Okay, you've got loads of supporting energy. There's support around you. Open up your eyes. Have a look. Hand over your burdens because you're loved, and play with the energy. That's it for me. Oh, that was just a joy. Thank you, Pisces. I'm sending you loads of love, and I wish you an exciting passing point as you run through that ribbon on the finish line and begin anew. Congratulations. Take care.